Hey guys, so it is our writing time, and I know it's been a couple of days since we did our writing. So 2 things that you're going to need for today. You're going to need I hope you still have this. If not, you can always go back to your assignments to find this one, My Favorite Friend, where we wrote our ideas about what we were going to write, and then our burger paragraph. And we did this last Thursday, so hopefully you still have this because I told you we were going to continue to write. So this was from last Tuesday, and this was from last Thursday. And so we talked about our topic sentence. And so our topic sentence, remember when we do a hamburger, the top bun is our topic sentence. And that's telling our reader what we are fixing to write about. So mine says, I have many friends, but my favorite friend is Jasmine. We have been friends for many years. Let me share with you some things about her. And then we're going to go into our details. So our details are going to be what we brainstormed that are facts about our friend. So I have 1, 2, 3 details that we're going to work on today. And so we're going to take our ideas and we're going to pick 3. So you only need to pick 3 of them. Now guys, I would pick 3 that are going to be easy to write easy about, or things that are out or easy to write about, or maybe the most important things about your friend. So for instance, I want to write about how we went to high school together. She is a teacher. Really smart. Okay, so those are my 3 details that I want to write. So go ahead right now and on your French fry page. If you don't have your French fry page, then guess what? You can write on a separate piece of paper your 3 facts that you want to write about your friend. If you have your French fry paper, go ahead and circle the 3 that you want to write or pick to write about. Remember, you only need 3. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and do that at this moment. Okay. So now that you have your 3, we're going to take these. Remember, you just wrote down a word or a phrase. We didn't write sentences. Because when we brainstorm, guys, we're not writing sentences. We're just kind of writing down some thoughts. And so I need to put these into sentences. Now, before I do that, I want to talk about using transition words to help us add to our sentences. So I have cooking up transitions. So transition words, guys, help us kind of easily move from one sentence to the next. So when we're talking about our first details, some transition words we could use, we could say first, to begin, to start. So it's up to you on what transition word you want to pick for your first detail. So I'm going to use to start, or no, to begin. So I'm going to write, the first thing I'm going to write, I'm on detail 1. And remember, you're not writing when I'm writing because you're going to write in a minute. So you're just watching. So I'm going to put to begin. And I'm going to pick my first fact to write. That me and my friend went to high school together. To begin, Jasmine and I went to high school. Actually, I'm going to erase that. Went to high school together, period. So that's my first detail. So all I did was I took my first thing and I put it into a sentence. I used a transition word. To begin, Jasmine and I went to high school together. I'm done with my detail. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to detail number 2. And for detail number 2, I want to talk about how she was really smart. So I'm going to use a transition for my middle detail. And some transitions I can use are also, next, plus, in addition, second. So I'm going to use also. And you kind of pick a transition word, guys, that can help you, that makes your sentence sound good. Because if you pick a transition, it kind of makes your sentence sound funny, then you may not want to use that transition. Also, Oh, and I need to capitalize it because it's the beginning of my sentence. She Now you notice I didn't use Jasmine again. I'm using a pronoun for her, which would be she. She is one of the smartest people I know. So notice how I just didn't put also she is smart. I kind of added to that. I said also she is one of the smartest people I know. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my third detail. And so my third detail is teacher. Okay. So my transition word that I can use for my last detail would be finally, least, last but not least. So I kind of like last but not least. So I'm going to write last but not least. She became a teacher. Okay, and then I'm going to do my closing. So my closing, guys, is where I'm going to go ahead and close my paper. I'm done talking about my friend. I wrote my 3 details. So let's kind of go back over and read what I have. I'm going to start with my topic. I have many friends, but my favorite friend is Jasmine. We have been friends for many years. Let me share with you some things I know about her, or some things about her. To begin, Jasmine and I went to high school together. Also, she is one of the smartest people I know. Last but not least, she became a teacher. So now I need to conclude my paper. Let me answer this real quick. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now we're going to do our closings. We need to kind of wrap this all up. So some transition words we can use to go to our conclusion could be in conclusion, to summarize, as you can see. So I think I want to use, let me should put in conclusion. Oh, no, to summarize. To summarize, these are a few of, well, to summarize, these are a few of the things I like about my best friend. Well, okay. I don't think I like to summarize. Let me erase that. And it's okay, guys, that if you start writing something and you don't like the way it sounds, it's okay to erase and to try something different. You don't have to be perfect and get it right the first time. I think I'm going to do in conclusion. I think I like that one better. In conclusion, there are a lot of things that make Jasmine my best friend, or my favorite friend. Make sure I spell favorite. Okay, so let's go back and read. So everything that we have. So my topic, I have many friends, but my favorite friend is Jasmine. We have been friends for many years. Let me share with you some things about her. To begin, Jasmine and I went to high school together. Also, she is one of the smartest people I know. Last but not least, she became a teacher. In conclusion, these there are a lot of things. Oh, in conclusion, I had that right. There are a lot of things that make Jasmine my favorite friend. Okay, so I'm going to put these up on your assignment so you can see the different transitions you can use when we're writing our first detail, our middle detail, our last detail, and our conclusion. So your job today, guys, is to use your facts that you wrote about your friend. So this is from last week. If you don't have it and you can't remember what you wrote, you can go back to Thursday's assignment last week to find it. It's called My Favorite Friend. This is from Thursday, so if you don't have this paper, you can go back to last Thursday's assignment where it's talking about burger paragraph to copy it, and then you need to write your first detail, your second detail, your third detail, and your conclusion for me and upload it. All right, guys, and make sure you hang on to this paper because we're still going to be using it through this week.